Bungie have revealed the artefact mods for Season 19, which is going to impact the weapons that we use for endgame PvE content. Well, today I'm going to have a look at the most popular weapon choices in each archetype, plus how to get them, so you are well prepared to beat the endgame next season in Destiny 2. Well, if you're new around here or find this useful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content, and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. Well, before we get into it today, let me know in the comments what weapons you're looking forward to using in Season 19. Well, Bungie said in their latest update, so the Season 19 artifact will have anti-champion mods for hand cannons, scout rifles, bows, pulse rifles, auto rifles, and submachine guns, as well as the return of Unstoppable Grenade Launcher mod. The Lucent Finisher mod also returns to help you generate some heavy ammo. We've also got a new twist on a few old favourites, including a version of Passive Guard that works with glaives and a reprisal of Breach and Clear, designed to interact with the Void 3.0 rework. Well, with that said, it is worth pointing out we're going to be getting loads of new weapons next Season 2, and this is a list of weapons that we can currently get in the game, that is before Season 19, and I'm going to go over where to get them, and also I'm going to be back when Season 19 starts to run through all the new weapons to get as well. Without further delay, let's have a look at some of the best weapons to get in the game right now in Season 19. Well, first up, we've got hand cannons, and then we've got Zoli's Bane. So Zoli's Bane is a legendary energy hand cannon with an adaptive frame, meaning it's got a well-rounded grip, it's reliable and it's sturdy. For PvE, small bore, accurized rounds, explosive payload and incandescent would be a good role. So with explosive payload, projectiles create an area of effect detonation on impact, and incandescent, so defeating a target spreads scorch to those nearby, and more powerful combatants and opposing guardians cause scorch in a larger radius. And you can get Zoli's Bane from the King's Fall raid. Next up, we've got Fatebringer. This one is a legendary kinetic hand cannon with an adaptive frame, meaning it's got a well-rounded grip, it's reliable, and it's sturdy. For PvE, Hammerforged rifling, appended mag, explosive payload, and Firefly would be a good role. Explosive payload combined with Firefly is very strong in PvE content. It's going to help you clear groups of enemies with ease, and it's going to be really helpful in the raid when you get overwhelmed with Vex. So this one's going to work great in Nightfalls and other endgame PvE content too. You can get this one from the Vault of Glass raid. But in terms of other options for hand cannons, Ostringer is also good, and IS Luna, that is a good option as well. Next up, we've got scout rifles. So first we've got Doom of Chelkis. This one is a legendary scout rifle that deals void damage, and it's well worth getting because it can roll with some really unique perk combinations. For PvE, Firefly and Dragonfly would be a really good roll, and that is a unique roll combination which is going to allow many explosions when using this weapon. So if Firefly, precision kills with the weapon increase the reload speed and cause the target to explode, dealing solar damage to nearby enemies. And with Dragonfly, precision kills create an elemental damage explosion, and you can get this weapon from the King's Fall raid. Next up, we got Tarnished Metal. This one is a legendary energy scout rifle with a lightweight frame, meaning it's got superb handling, and you can move faster with the weapon equipped. For PvE, small bore, tactical mag, demolitionist, and vault shot would be a decent role. Demolitionist is where kills with the weapon generate grenade energy, and vault shot, that is a relatively new perk. And vault shot, that is a relatively new perk, so reloading the weapon after defeating a target overcharges the weapon for a short period of time, causing it to jolt on its next hit. You can get this one from Ketch Crash Expeditions or at the star chart in the helm, but do be aware you will need to own Season of Plunder. Other options for scout rifles include the Staccato 46. Next up, we've got bows. So first of all, Strident Whistle. It's a legendary energy combat bow with a precision frame, meaning it's a compound bow, so longer draw time, optimized for damage, and for PvE, well-rounded and incandescent would be good. So with well-rounded, throwing a grenade or hitting a target with a charged melee grants a stacking bonus to weapon stability, handling, and range. And using a super grants maximum stacks. Then you got Incandescent, so I've been through that one before. Incandescent, a really good perk on all solar weapons. Well, you can get this one from Strikes or by ranking up Zavala in the tower. Well, next up we've got Under Your Skin. It's a legendary energy combat bow with a precision frame, meaning it's a compound bow, and longer draw time optimized for damage. For PvE, Elastic String, Carbon Arrow Shaft, Archer's Tempo, and Adaptive Munitions would be a really good role. So with Archer's Tempo, draw time decreases after every precision hit, and Adaptive Munitions, the weapon adapts its damage output and effectiveness against energy shields that don't match the weapon's damage type. You can get this one from Season of the Risen Activities, or check out the war table in the helm. And other good options for bows include the Lunulata 4B. Well, next up we got pulse rifles. So first of all, the BXR 55 Battler is a legendary energy pulse rifle dealing solo damage. Comes with a custom frame called the Legacy PR55 frame, and that means it's a customized frame with a dramatically increased accuracy, stability and targeting whilst you are hip firing. For PvE, corkscrew rifling, accurized rounds, outlaw and kill clip would be a decent role. Outlaw is where precision kills decrease the reload time, and then you got kill clip, and that means reloading after a kill increases the damage output. You can get this one from the Dares of Eternity or by opening the chest at Zur's treasure hoard. Also, you can craft it. Next up we've got Insidious. It's a legendary energy pulse rifle that has an aggressive burst, meaning it's a hard-hitting 4-burst fire. So for PvE, arrowhead break, accurized rounds, rapid hit and rampage would be a decent role. So with rapid hit, this is where rapid precision hits temporarily increase stability and reload speed. Then with rampage, kills with a weapon temporarily grant increased damage. That stacks up to 3 times. You can get this one from the Vow of the Disciple raid. Other options for pulse rifles include the Smite of Moraine, and also the Syncopation 53. Next up we got auto rifles. First up we got the Amit AR2. It's a legendary energy auto rifle with a precision frame, meaning the weapon's recoil pattern is much more predictably vertical. For PvE, arrowhead break, flared magma, ambitious assassin and incandescent would be good. Ambitious assassin is where you overflow the magazine based on the number of rapid kills before reloading. Then incandescent, defeating a target spreads scorch to those nearby, and more powerful combatants and opposing guardians called Scorch in a larger radius. You can get this one from a quest at the Enclave on Mars, over there on Savathun's Throne World. Next up we got Crate. It's a legendary kinetic auto rifle with a rapid fire frame, meaning it has deeper ammo reserves and slightly faster reload when the magazine is empty. Crate is a stasis rapid fire auto rifle, meaning it could be one of the best PvE auto rifles in the game. As well as a vast perk pool, it also comes with Vice Stinger, the origin trait, and that allows the weapon to reload simply by doing damage. For PvE, corkscrew rifling, appended mag, subsistence and headstone would be a decent role. Subsistence is where defeating targets partially reloads the magazine from reserves, and headstone, precision final blows spawn a stasis crystal at the victim's location. You can get this one as a random world drop, or by opening reward packages and from Banshee 44 in the tower. Other options for auto rifles include Gnawing Hunger, and also Sweet Sorrow. Next up we got submachine guns. So first of all, the Callus Mini Tool. It's a legendary energy submachine gun, meaning it's got superb handling, and you move faster with the lightweight weapon equipped. The weapon grants additional speed benefits when Mida Multi-Tool is also equipped. So for PvE, arrowhead break, tactical mag, threat detector and surrounded would be a decent role. Threat detector is where you get increased reload stability and handling when enemies are in close proximity, and surrounded, the weapon gains bonus damage when 3 or more enemies are also in close proximity. And you can get this one by opening chests on the Derelict Leviathan, and you can find that on the moon. Next up we got Funnel Web. It's a legendary energy submachine gun with a lightweight frame, meaning it has superb handling, and you move faster with the weapon equipped. For PvE, corkscrew rifling, tactical mag, subsistence and frenzy would be a decent role. So with subsistence, defeating targets partially reloads the magazine from reserves, so being in combat for an extended time increases the damage, handling and reload for the weapon until you are out of combat. You can get this one as a random world drop or from Banshee 44 when he's selling it, or by ranking up at Banshee. Other options include for submachine guns, Submission, or the Ikelos SMG. Finally, we've got grenade launchers. So first of all, Pardon Our Dust. It's a legendary kinetic grenade launcher with a lightweight frame, meaning it's got a one-shot handheld grenade launcher with remote detonation. You fire, then release to detonate. So for PvE, volatile launch, blinding grenades, auto-loading holster and vorpal weapon would be a decent role. Volatile launch greatly increases the blast radius, although slightly decreases the handling and the projectile speed. Blinding grenades greatly increase the blast radius again, and auto-loading holster is where the weapon is automatically reloaded after a short period of time. And finally, you got vorpal weapon, and that is great for big damage against bosses. You can get this one from Dares of Eternity. Finally, we've got Explosive Personality. It is a legendary energy grenade launcher with a wave frame, meaning it's a one-shot handheld grenade launcher, and projectiles release a wave of energy when they contact the ground. For PvE, volatile launch, high-velocity rounds, auto-loading holster and frenzy would be a decent role. So with auto-loading holster, the holstered weapon is automatically reloaded after a short period of time, and Frenzy, so being in combat for an extended period of time, increases damage, handling and reload for the weapon until you're out of combat. You can get this one from Season of Risen activities, and also check out the war table in the helm, but other options for grenade launchers include the Cry Mutiny, and also my favourite, Salvager's Salvo. Well, let me know in the comments which weapons you're looking forward to using in Season 19, but that is it for this guide for the best weapons to get for Season 19 in Destiny 2, and as always, thank you so much for watching or listening. For more Destiny 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. Or you can check me out on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. Well, if you enjoyed this video, found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the videos on the channel. Well, thanks again, and I'll see you soon.